Hi everyone, Caleb here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be reacting to Dimash singing War and Peace. Now, I understand this is a song he actually wrote and he co-wrote it with a Chinese lyricist. And this channel is all about singer-songwriters. It's about my own music. It's about reviewing and listening to other singer-songwriters. So I like that I get to not only respond and react and analyze Dimash's singing, but I also get to analyze, something that came from him that he wrote, which has been the case with some of his songs, but a lot of his songs have been covers. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. Finally, I'm starting a new video series and I'm going to call the series Learn That Riff. And what it is going to be me learning vocal riffs, vocal passages, specific parts of a song, and trying to learn it, to unpack what's going on and see if I can learn it and just go through the process of how someone does that. And I'm going to start my very first one. I put it out to a vote, and the first one is going to be Sinful Passion, trying to sing and learn that 22-second run. I might crash and burn, I might fail, but it's more about the process of trying to learn something and stretching yourself, and it's going to be warts and all. It's going to be all the imperfections. I'm just going to film it, put it together, and that will hopefully be out next week. I haven't tried to learn it yet, but when I do that, I'll do it all in one day or less, and I'll put that out for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, let's get into this reaction. If you end up enjoying it, make sure to subscribe. Let's do it. Hmm. ，straight away, I'm really loving how interesting the melodic and harmonic choices are in the songwriting. It's not your standard kind of 4-chord song, obviously. It's got some haunting melodic ideas. Where you think it's going to go down, say, the whole step, it'll go down the semitone, which is a device often used to give it this unsettling feeling. And I think that's really meshing with the message of the song, which is this whole war and peace, this kind of dichotomy of these opposing forces, I suppose you could say, and how off-putting I suppose that is. And so straight away what I'm loving is the artistic flair, I suppose you could say, from Dimash. You're seeing more of him, and I love that. It's not commercial. A lot of people won't get this kind of song, at least in the pop arena, but I prefer artists to be unique and radically themselves, and then let the public like it or not like it, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's keep watching. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this is so cool. I love how in the first part it was very lots of breath, flirting with a mix, you know, a little bit, but mostly breathy. But then this time it's more that kind of tone. And just, again, start here, go there, and then who knows where he'll go from here. But love the tension in the lyrics and in the music. The synergy there is incredible. Let's keep watching. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. How interesting is that song? I mean, it's got some very interesting production as well. It's the sound and the tone of the song. It's got a lot of percussive elements, a lot of ear candy is what you kind of call it, which is just little things going on to keep your interest. And there was some extra synths that came in on the end. So in a sense, it sounds quite modern in the production, but the songwriting is very unique and interesting. It's one of those songs that doesn't fit neatly into a genre. And the thing about that is I love that. And if you've listened to my music, most of mine doesn't fit in a genre either. The difficulty with music that doesn't fit neatly into a genre is it's very hard to market because unfortunately you can't say, okay, it's this kind of song, so we'll put money into marketing towards these people, these publications, these magazines, these gatekeepers have an audience that we can reach. And so I suppose that is the difficulty with not all, but a lot of Dimash's music, particularly marketing to the West, is that it falls in between genres. And that, again, can be difficult to market. And so you've got to make a choice of basically, am I okay with being an enigma and just try to do that as best as I can? Or do I make a choice to fit into a genre? Fitting into a genre is going to be an easier path, but a more restrictive path. And it seems to me that Dimash is just being an enigma, which is fantastic. I think that suits him much better than fitting into a small thing, but with it comes certain pitfalls, I suppose you could say. There are challenges associated with that, and I know that even with my own music, is that I could certainly water it down and try to have a certain sound and then pitch a recording at specific people, and I would probably have far more success doing that. But you've got to ask the question, why am I doing this and what do I want to create? And so there's always give and take in those tensions. So I loved this because it was unique, cool production. I think it suited him really well, and he wrote it. And I think that that's amazing. And so I could go on. I love the way that he went into some really kind of high singing. Let's see how high he went, actually. Yeah, so he gets up there. Yeah, so he goes up to the G. I didn't realize he went that high. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't turn the visuals on, but you could hear it. Anyway, phenomenal performance. Loved the song. I want to hear more of Dimash's songs. I like his unique style. I love it when Igor and, other Lara Fabian wrote a song with him recently. I love those, but I think there's always something special when a song comes from the heart of the performer. And so I hope Dimash keeps writing. I know he is, and I believe he's studying songwriting at the moment, but I want to hear more and more of Dimash's own songs. I think he's really ready to have an album where all of the songs he wrote himself. I would love to hear that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Be on the lookout for that video that I'm making, this new series of Learn That Riff. Remember, the first one is going to be me with a video trying to learn to sing that 22-second long Sinful Passion riff. I have no idea if I'll succeed. Even if I manage to sing it once, that certainly is going to be much different from singing it live like Dimash does. But again, it's just a bit of fun seeing the process. Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing you all in the next video.